and welcome to another episode of Beer for Breakfast ABV. We are on the road to BeerX, and we have welcomed our friends from Coronado, Aidan and Mark. Welcome. As always, I have my beer drinking partner in crime with me, Brewmaster Paul Segura. We are all ready for August 7th at Belmont Park, BeerX.
Yeah.
All right.
Great to have you guys on the show. Cheers, man.
Thank you. Yeah, it's always good to be on here with you guys.
Welcome back. Well, it is a very warm July day, and I'm assuming that this is probably going to be similar weather as we're at Belmont Park on August 7th for BeerX, and I'm super stoked that you guys are going to be there and you will be serving the Salty Crew. So this is a delicious blonde ale that you guys have, and we're not going to get too deep on this because we have had this beer on Beer for Breakfast before. However, I did want to give it a However, I did want to give it a little shout out because this is going to be the perfect beer at BeerX.
Yeah, it's a good starter beer for sure.
Yeah, and in this heat, it's puts out the thirst, man. It's a straight.
That's what we're going for.
It's a straight trip to Mount Crushmore.
I like that.
And GABF winner of 2020. I forgot you guys totally brought home a medal for this last year. Congratulations to that.
Yeah, that was an exciting one. We had a couple good years. You know, we won with Weekend Vibes, and then the next year we won with this. And the IPA and blonde categories aren't small categories by any means. So
no,
pretty exciting.
That's some serious bragging rights when you win in those categories.
Yeah, I like to think so.
300 entries.
Well, like I said, I just wanted to give this a little shout out because it will be poured at BeerX, and this is a perfect beer for you to start the day out with, or if you really need a thirst quencher, go get yourself a Salty Crew over at the Coronado booth. And from there, you guys just released this guy right here, the Universal Love West Coast IPA. What's the story? Okay,
yeah, so this one is a pretty fun one. This is the third in a 3-part series we did with Jeff Gibson. Is that right? He's an artist who he just has a really cool kind of style. It's almost comic booky. But what's cool about these cans is, as I said, it was a 3-parter, and each can is one panel of a 3-part mural.
Oh,
so
cool.
This, if you get all 3, you can put them side by side, and they create one single piece of art. It's really neat. I think, do we still have any of the mural, like the full prints?
Yeah, so we're actually going to run a promo here coming next week where you can buy all three beers in the series, the 2 kettle sours and the IPA, and we'll give you a print of the 3 prints together so you can get it framed, do whatever you want. So yeah, we were really stoked to work with Jeff. He's actually out of Canada. So really we're out there searching for the next hot artists, kind of up and coming, and he's really into he calls them waves. He's really into like surf, vector art, that kind of stuff. So we knew we had to give him a shot on these cans. They came out super rad.
They are really cool. And I want to commend you guys for the artists that you do team up with over at Coronado, because every time you guys come on and you have a new can or a new beer, the artwork is always so cool, and you're supporting a local artist. And I think that's really rad.
Yeah, it's super fun. I mean, like we do so many beers over here, and there's only so many labels you can come up with, right? So why not partner with either local artists or artists that are up and coming, or just, you know, artists that share our same vibe and general like style. So anytime we get to partner with someone that's creative, beer's creative, art's creative, so why not? So we're stoked on it.
Yeah, so this one we decided let's finish out the series on kind of a real high note that rings pretty solid with our fan base. One with a West Coast IPA. The first 2 were some like pretty fun, interesting kettle sours, but this one we went with some like pretty fun Southern Hemisphere hops. Nectaron, which has just recently been named. It was a experimental variety up till I think this last year. So that one, along with Galaxy, Vic Secret, Simcoe. So it has this really nice, like tropical, very fun. I'm failing to describe it, but like sweet fruits, like almost like a sweet orange, but mixed with this really nice, like old school dankness. And I just think it's a pretty cool, like classic West Coast mixed with some of the new school varieties.
The liquid inside the can is just as great as the artwork on the outside of the can. Paul, what do you think of this beer?
I like the dryness on this, and I'm totally getting all the flavors and aromas that were just mentioned. I get that sweet orange. I get a little dank. I get the tropical stuff, but I'm also getting some really pleasant stone fruit. Mm-hmm. But it's the dryness and the hop forwardness just makes me want to keep drinking this.
We kept the bitterness pretty prevalent in this one. I know a lot of the kind of newer styles are shying away from that, but we didn't on this one. We added some Simcoe, which I think just really adds a really nice clean bitterness.
Mm-hmm.
So Danielle and I are big fans of Weekend Vibes. I put this right there with Weekend Vibes. I mean, this is that good. I like this one a lot. I hope this one's going to be around a while.
Yeah, so we did more of this one than the other two. So we actually did two pallets worth of unfinished cans, which makes a little over 2 pallets worth of finish. So this one you'll be able to get a little bit more of. We launched this in conjunction with Pride Week in San Diego, so we really just wanted to make sure that we had some available for everybody who wanted to get down here and get it.
It's phenomenal. I absolutely love it. And, as Paul said, for me personally, Weekend Vibes is my absolute favorite beer that Coronado makes. And this is definitely up there with it. It's funny, when we were at the tasting room last week, your board is just phenomenal there in the tasting room off of Knoxville. And I really wanted to, I was like, all right, I'm here. I want to try different stuff. But like my heart just kept pulling me to Weekend Vibes, and I just couldn't not get a Weekend Vibes while I was there. So, I mean, I think that's a testament to a really amazing beer.
That's pretty high praise coming from you two also. So thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I go to the place down in IB once in a while, and man, the selection there is always good too. And that's a pretty good vibe, that whole place.
Mm-hmm.
And the food is really solid.
Yeah. But seriously, if you're a Weekend Vibes person, you're gonna love Universal Love.
Yeah, get it while you can.
Yeah, that was a nice thing too with that series is the first two were kettle sours, and those are really fun to experiment with, kind of like those different like tart fruit flavors. I know the second one, Mark put in a bunch of serrano peppers with raspberry as well, which played really nicely with each other. And then like coming home with kind of our bread and butter, those West Coast IPAs that is kind of like tried and true. And to me, this one knocks it out of the park for Mark, and it's different enough from Weekend Vibes too, where you can get a 4-pack of this and a 6-pack of Weekend Vibes and still be happy. So
yes.
That.
Before we move into Mango Farm, you guys have an anniversary coming up.
We do.
That's true.
Yeah,
25 years.
Shit, 25 years. Yeah, quarter century. Yeah, we're celebrating on next Thursday. Is it next Thursday or the Thursday after next? Anyways, it's the 29th Thursday, 4 to 8 p.m. Y'all are invited. Come on down to Knoxville Tasting Room. It's going to be super fun. We do it every year other than last year, obviously, because of the circumstances. But we'll have live music, some food trucks, tacos, sushi, 25-plus beers. We'll have some beers you've never tried before. And the nice thing about this year's is everyone leaves with a 4-pack of our 25th anniversary IPA. So it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where do you get tickets for that?
Yeah, so you can get tickets for it right on coronadobrewing.com. We got a ticket link up. Tickets are only $25 right now, so 25 for 25 years. Super affordable. Gets you your first beer for free too. So comes with a beer and a 4-pack for $25 plus live music. It's a great deal. Ticket prices go up the week of, obviously, but yeah, snag them while you can now. We're going to limit this one this year just to keep everyone comfortable. This whole post-COVID era, but yeah, we'll fill it up as we can. So grab the tickets on Coronado.com.
Excellent. I can definitely say I've been to a Coronado anniversary before. I'm sure Paul has as well, and you guys know how to throw a party. It is a good time over there at Coronado.
Heck yeah, I hope to see both of you there.
Yeah. Congrats on 25 years, man. I mean, time flies. I remember when Coronado opened. I remember when you guys were just a baby, man.
Yeah, you can probably celebrate too, Paul. You've been around longer than both of us. Both of us have. That's probably for sure.
Well, I'm so old I don't celebrate anymore, but I'm definitely going to be there celebrating with you guys on your 25th.
Heck yeah. Yeah, it'll be super fun.
Well, and with that, I think it's really important. 25 years, you guys continue to innovate and make new beers, and that's a perfect time to go into the Mango Farm Hazy IPA. Correct me if I'm wrong. When you guys came on for breakfast last summer, you guys had done the Pineapple Farm, right?
You're correct. Yeah. So we decided to make this a series that had the ability to sort of kind of rotate and just be a little more fun.
Ooh.
So, you know, keep it interesting, keep people excited for, you know, what's next and what's hot. And yeah, I won't, you know, dive too deep into Pineapple Farm. But so this one, in my personal opinion, I think is even better than Pineapple Farm. If you like that beer, I don't think you will be disappointed with this one. Very similar hop bill. I tried to accentuate more of the mango flavors than the pineapple flavors in hops, though. You know, as I always do on fruity beers, I try to lean into Mosaic just because it's such a amalgam of aromas and flavors, along with some Amarillo and Chinook, and then, you know, a hefty dose of mango puree and some lactose for some creamy mouthfeel and a nice reduced bitterness.
Man, this is like straight up putting my face into a mango, man. I mean, this is like, there's so much mango aroma coming off of this, and you guys have achieved just the right balance of mango in the flavor. It still tastes like a beer, like, you know, not like mango juice, but it definitely has a pronounced amount of mango flavor in this. And it's pleasant.
We something that I kind of pride myself in is we always try to find that balance. I never want to lose the fact that you're drinking a beer. I mean, we have room in our portfolio to explore that space and beyond beer, but I think if we're going to call it an IPA, it still needs to be an IPA to some degree.
That's something I've always enjoyed about your beers too. You guys find that perfect balance. And there's a lot of people I think that have an aversion to fruit beers. But, you know, I mean, I don't see how anybody can have an aversion to this, because it does taste like beer first, and then it's kind of got that lingering bit of mango in the finish.
You know, and so often people are, you know, describing these beers as, oh, you know, mango and, you know, pineapple or whatever fruit flavors and aromas from the hops, and to just kind of lean into that and actually use the fruit. I don't see how that's going to make the beer worse, but
it just like accentuates the taste that you're should be getting off of these hops. And for me personally, I have said numerous times I do not like fruit in my beer. I'm not a big fruit fan. However, I am starting to come around to them because breweries like Coronado are making it taste like a beer first with that fruit add. You know, I don't want to say fruit add at the end, but it's just accentuating those hop tastes.
Yeah.
And this beer has a really nice mouthfeel, man. It's pillowy and just like soft and, you know, medium bodied, and nicely done, guys.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, that bit of lactose in there like plays so well, I feel like, with mango, because even just plain mango, to me, it's almost kind of creamy when you eat mango, just raw mango. So like adding that creaminess in the mango, it just works so well.
Yeah. Totally does.
I have a feeling you guys are going to have a pretty good crowd at the Coronado booth at BeerX on August 7th. You guys are definitely bringing the heat, and I love it.
Absolutely, yeah. We're stoked for BeerX, and we can't wait to get back into the whole, you know, serving San Diego at Beer Festival. I think it's going to be super fun. The music's going to be awesome, and the beer's going to be cold.
Yeah. We are super stoked to have you guys be a part of BeerX with us. Before we leave you, Aidan and Mark, how can people keep up with Coronado and everything that's constantly going on with you guys?
Yeah, follow us on social. Hit us up on Instagram. Our website's always updated. And if you want all of the freshest, newest beers, come to our tasting rooms, any of our locations. Like I said, Mark and Bart are brewing beer on a daily basis, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So we've always got new stuff on tap with wild, crazy names down at the pub at our R&D facility or just here at Knoxville.
Yeah, we're cranking right now for sure. We're launching a whole series of single hop beers. So if that's your thing and you're curious, you know, what each individual hop tastes like, you'll see those coming on. We've got a lot going on right now for sure.
That is super awesome. And make sure that when you are at Petco Park watching our Padres play, you go swing by the Coronado booth. They're always pouring weekend vibes as well as Orange Avenue Wit. And then they have the cans as well. You guys definitely make my Padre game experiences a whole lot more fun. And I thank you for that. Mr. Brewmaster Paul Segura, would you like to leave the people with anything?
I'm a 25-year-long fan of Coronado Brewing Company. I'm a fanboy of these guys right here, and it's awesome to see how after 25 years they're still pushing the envelope, still very relevant in a mature, saturated beer market, and still putting out just amazing beers, man. So kudos to you guys. Much continued success, and keep going, man. Don't let up.
I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. Thanks,
yes. Paul. And with that, that concludes Beer for Breakfast ABV with Coronado Brewing. Make sure you join myself, Marty, and Paul Segura Friday morning on 91X. That's 91.1 on your FM radio in San Diego. You can also stream from 91X.com, or you can download the app for free in the App Store. Paul will join us Friday morning at 9:05 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We will be drinking some Coronado beer as we count down to BeerX on August 7th at Belmont Park. And with that, cheers to independently owned craft beer and radio in San Diego.
Cheers.
Cheers, y'all.